So we said comfort. I have curiosity. So if that's a level of comfort, what's thriving for you? So if you're making, you said 250. If you took home 250 is comfort. What's the number for thriving?
You think thriving is more than better?
I
than
think
comfort?
thriving I think thriving is different from comfort.
It's a higher level, right?
I don't think it's a different level because I think you can thrive. Thriving to me is above surviving.
Right.
Comfort, I think, is above thriving.
Yeah, I think comfort's
Okay,
above
so what's the
thriving.
level? What would you call above comfort?
I think it's luxury.
Luxury?
I think after comfort, I think after you hit your comfort level, now you're in luxury.
Yeah, luxury or balling status.
Yeah,
So what's a luxury status number
FU
for you?
money.
What's the FU money?
FU money, that's different.
That's
What's
yeah,
FU?
man. That's
Luxury,
above
I think,
luxury. That's above luxury.
Yeah, FU's
Yeah.
above luxury because we
Yeah.
see Kanye didn't even have FU money.
Well, they took away his FU money.
Yeah, it disappeared.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
not FU.
Now he's in comfort mode.
Yeah,
That's on atomic mode.
Yeah, FU money, you got billions and maybe a billion or two, maybe a billion liquid or something. Like that's FU.
So
money.
so
You got
we
a
talking
billion liquid.
we
Luxury.
talking luxury.
What's
then.
luxury
So
money?
that's above comfort.
Mm-hmm.
Luxury money. 500,000 on up.
How much per month? Let's do that.
Oh,
So you
okay. Let's just do month. Okay.
She was at 15 for comfort. So
Okay.
like 25.
25,000 a month.
25,000.
Yeah.
Luxury.
So that's an extra 10,000 on what I was talking about for comfort.
Facts.
That's not bad.
Because now I'm talking about
Not bad.
now I'm talking about extra vacations
Yeah.
and stuff. You know, I'm not talking about just maybe one or two trips a year.
You hitting the Amalfi Coast. You
Yeah,
going
yeah,
to
exactly.
the safari.
Yeah.
Dubai.
I'm not going to Miami. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, you gone
Collins
you gone
Drive.
for 2 weeks and 3 weeks and
25?
months and stuff.
exactly.
For sure.
I can go. Yeah, a couple months I can go.
sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
We gone.
my manager's like that. He'll go, you know, his vacations are 2 weeks. He'll go to the running of the Bulls and stay in Spain for 2 weeks. And
Wow.
He runs with the Bulls.
nah, he watches people do that though. He watches people do that. But yeah, so
25.
that's definitely a place I want to be able to, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, where you
25
can
is
go
okay.
away and not have
Yeah.
to really,
Mhm.
you know, you can maybe hire somebody to watch the house and all that
Yeah,
stuff while you're gone for a couple
absolutely.
months. So
So would you do 25 with a particular percent increase per year, or would you do 25 and you think I'm good forever?
it probably would need to be an increase because there's always an increase in prices and everything,
Mm-hmm.
even vacations.
Yeah.
You know, certain places, airline tickets,
Mm-hmm.
they at some point, you know, they'll increase unless they're going through a recession or something like that. But I would probably need like a 5 to 10% increase per year.
Now here goes the flip side to that. So now you're making, you know, you got your 25,000 a year plus your 5-10% increase every year. How do you teach your children?
Because now you got all this extra money.
You got all
and
this
they
extra
got this
money.
luxury.
Yeah.
which
So
can-
how do you teach them to hustle? You know, how to get that dog in them and that drive
that
when they make
point,
so much money.
At that point, that's a little difficult because it's easier said than done.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they are experiencing the same luxuries you are, there's no way around it. They're
Exactly.
going to.
Yeah.
And why would you not want them to?
Yeah.
But the worry would be when they get older and
Mhm.
now those luxuries once tasted now become necessities.
Of course.
Mhm.
Yep.
And they want to drink everything is top
Of
shelf.
course.
I
Of
don't
course.
I'm going. You want me to go to Olive Garden?
Yeah,
Like
that's peasant
what?
food.
Yeah, that's dog food. Yeah,
Exactly.
you know, I want to eat
Yeah.
at the best Italian restaurant in the States
So
or in
how,
the country.
how do you keep them grounded, but they've never seen that level of ground? You know, it's like they've been
Yeah, I
in the clouds for all their life.
Yeah, I think that's difficult because we can see even through celebrities or even athletes, a lot of times the one that actually didn't come up living that lifestyle, they earned it.
Yeah.
And they know what it's like to not have anything.
Yeah.
So they've had to work it. But now that the kid has experienced a life of comfort,
Mm-hmm.
they don't have that same drive or work ethic as their father or their mother.
Exactly.
And they didn't intentionally do that to them.
Yeah.
It's just that
Yeah.
was an unintentional consequence. So I think
Is it possible?
it's possible, but I just don't know how you go about that because every kid is different.
Mm.
So I mean, you know your kid best.
Mm-hmm.
I think what I would do is you still got to show them the value of $1, and you still got to show them the value of hard work. Whether you're saying, hey, look, Saturday morning, we're getting up early and we're going to go to the homeless shelter and we're going to dedicate our entire day to helping feed the homeless. Or you say, hey, look, we're going to go, let's say I got a landscaping company. You guys are going to come with me during the summer and you guys are going to actually do some labor outside in the sun. And I feel like that way, at least they understand that they have to earn it, the money. If I say, hey, I'm going to pay you guys $100 for the day if you guys come out with me and help me mow these clients' lawns or whatever, then they got to understand that they understand that it's got to be earned now. It's not just handed to you. And I think you got to understand when you're there at a certain age, maybe in their preteen. Now that's the time that I actually have to show you how I make this money. See,
but I think you need more. I think you need more.
I mean, I think you do need more, but I feel like that would be a start for me.
Yeah. I mean, even at that, it's like I go out, I hustle and bustle one day, but then I come back home to luxury. You know, it's like, anybody can do it one day and come back home to their personal shower and their personal chefs and whatever.
They've only experienced that being in the hot blazing sun for 8 hours.
For one day.
Now.
But it's a difference when you have to do that day in and day out. Like anybody can go work out hard the first day, but can you do that workout the next day when you're sore? Can you do it when it's raining or when you don't feel like doing it? So I think that's something that needs to be taught to them. But it's like, how do you teach that to them? You know?
I think, you know what? I got a
what you think,
scenario.
Jay? Oh, go ahead.
I got a scenario real quick. So, I mean, you would have to kind of go out guns blazing with this. Like, you would have to dedicate a lot of time to this. But what I would do, let's say I was in that super luxury bracket.
Yeah.
And I thought, let's say I got this big landscaping company and I have them come out. I mean, it would have to be the whole summer. Like Monday through Friday, you guys are going to treat it like a job. You're going to get up at 6 a.m. We got to be at the job site by 8 a.m. You know, no questions asked. Yeah. And you will get paid at the end of the week. If you don't work to the end of the week, then, I mean, you can get your pay docked and everything. But also, too, let's say I got an extra, like, let's say the basement. Let's say their bedrooms are in the basement. This is y'all apartment now.
Okay.
And y'all, and for the next couple of months, I'm going to have a make-believe rent system. I might not be charging you what somebody's out here paying for their whole basement. But I might say, hey, okay, you guys making $100. Let's say for the week they made $300 or something. So they're making what, $1,200 a month a piece. So I say, hey, you guys, your rent is going to be $800. Now y'all live down there together, so y'all can split it. Y'all got to work together on that. Gotcha. So that's going to be $400 from each of you. Yeah. Now you have $800 left a piece. So now how do you spend the rest of $800? Oh, you guys need food and all of that? I'm going to charge you a fee for that as well. So this is how much it costs. You need bar soap. This is how much the bar soap. Oh, you need washcloths and towels. I got a price on everything. So it's up to you to figure out which is most important. And I'm going to put some fun stuff there too. I'm going to put the video game system and the TV because I want to see if you're going to trip up, if you're going to prioritize your fun over your needs first.
So what's the consequence if they don't pay the bills on time? You can kick them out. You gotta go sleep in the garage. Like, what do you do?
I don't know. I didn't think about that. The consequence.
There's no consequence to it because they still living in this ecosystem where it's like it's comfort. It's like
even if I fall down,
Daddy's playing the game with
catch me.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna pay my rent. Ha ha ha. What you gonna do?
Can't really be like, hey, you're gonna sleep outside then.
Exactly. So it's still kind of like a catch-22 to it. It's like you want to teach them something, but it's like, how do you really teach them?
Well, you're not gonna eat though.
What, you gonna make them starve?
I gave you money. You got paid. What did you do with it? You spent it. I mean, I'm not gonna put you out on the street, but you might just not eat dinner tonight. You spent your money on a new video game. I set these games out on the table with a price tag on them, and I said, "There's a plate of chicken right here, and rice." And you said, you know what? I want to play the new Modern Warfare.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, here you go. Have a good day, sir. Enjoy your game. And then you're like, hey, mom, dad, what's for dinner?
Gotcha.
Okay, it's chicken. How much? It costs X amount. Yeah. Oh, well, I didn't spend all my money. How you gonna go to the grocery store and tell them you spent all? What did they say? Well, why are you here for?
Exactly.
So you just spent your money on a video game. It's also a test. You didn't prioritize your needs over your wants.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's a good point.
So I'm like, well, I'm sorry. You're fine. You're a teenager. Yeah. You won't die. You just won't eat tonight.
What you think, Jay, man? How do you combat that type
I
of
mean,
situation?
I got these Rice Krispies, but they still gonna cost you. It just may not be as expensive as the chicken.
Yeah.
I mean, so of course, caveat: I'm not a father. I have no children. I have a dog. That's about it. But I do. You know, I have nephews and nieces and all types of stuff, and you know, I do like you said. I just think parents should just show their kids as much as they can. Like, I think a lot of times parents don't show them the work side of their life. You know, like you don't really know what it is. You're just like, oh yeah, they go in and sit at a computer all day. You know, so I think that's one of it. Show your kids how hard you work and what it takes to get what they have. Like, don't hide that part from them.
So you want to show them like the money coming in, the money going out to a level.
When they get, you know, give them those lessons as it goes, right? Like, okay, one of those ways is an allowance, right? You give them an allowance. Oh, I want candy. Okay, go get your candy. You got your money. And then when they want something else, like you were saying with the video game and all that, you ain't got no money, so you can't get anything else. You know what I'm saying? You know, those are the small lessons that you teach them. And you know, in my opinion, don't give your kids everything for free.
Right.
You know, like a Christmas gift, that's for free, right? A birthday gift, that's for free.
But not just.
But when you're buying them that game randomly during that week, make them work for it. Make them do something for it.
Oh, the new shoes out. We gotta get them.
Yeah. Oh, read a book. Hey, read this book. And you know, after you read 3 books, we used to do that for pizza as kids.
Yeah.
Read 3 books. After you read these 3 books, we'll get you a video game.
Yeah, there's an incentive.
You know what I'm saying? Read a book, write an essay, I'll get you a game.
Yeah.
Like things like that where you can make sure the books are things that teach them these.
Yeah.
Oh, and also, you know, especially if you're making, like we were talking about before with the money, or you're making a lot of money and you're very wealthy, you know, put your kids around other kids that don't have things. They will learn. Like kids aren't stupid. Like they'll learn things. If you have a friend that's poor or a friend that doesn't have a lot, you're not going to treat them bad because that's your friend.
Right.
So you become aware of different people and different perspectives and different, you know, life, where you're like, oh, so that can be life too.
Yeah.
Like this isn't the only way to life the way that I live. It can be another way. And learning how people survive in those ways. Then I think maybe when you get older, you at least have more perspective, you know? So I mean, those would be the things. Like, just keep your kids in the real world. Don't try to. I know everyone wants to keep them safe and keep them from the real world, but you gotta give them, as you know, in each age, you know, a different version of the real world until they get to a certain age where they gotta learn it all. You know,
give them a higher dose every
because
year.
if you don't, then I feel like you're not preparing them for the real world.
You're not.
You're preparing them to be sheltered into a bubble.
Yeah.
You know, and
or overwhelmed once they do.
Overwhelmed, right?
Yeah.
And honestly, I think that maybe not with our generation, but because we're millennials, so I guess was it Gen Z, the kids that are basically the young adults that are coming up now that are in their 20s and their teens. I'm noticing on social media, a lot of them are. I mean, people get overwhelmed, but they're just different. They're different from we are. I think we're a little well, I don't think they deal with the adversity is the same as we do. Maybe we just don't show it.
Why would they call adversity? What do you mean?
It's just a lot of things now where I notice a lot of them shut down when they struggle with the smallest things, or they say they can't get out the bed. Now I understand there's people out there that have mental illness and things like that. But then I think some people, it's just that they just maybe never been held. They're I always call it holding your ass to the fire. They've never had their ass held to the fire growing up. They've been, like you said, sheltered and comforted to the point where they've never, every time they fell on their face, their parent was always there to pick them up and rub them all and comfort them instead of saying, okay, you fell down, you messed up, get up, keep going. Or, okay, you made this bed, now you got to lay in it. Or another term I have for it is, you made the shit sandwich, now you got to eat the shit sandwich. Got to eat the shit sandwich you made.
I hope you don't tell it to your children.
No, I don't tell them. No, they're young.
Come eat this shit sandwich.
What? I mean, when they get to be teenagers, they be old enough. Then I'm like, look,
I think you got
you made this shit sandwich. Now you got to eat it.
Yeah, you made your bed.
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Oh,
Next time you will know. So now you don't like how this shit tastes, right? Okay, so next time you will understand. So I don't like how that sandwich tastes. So let me get it together next time. That wasn't good.
Say, Mommy, Daddy trying to give me a shit sandwich.
Okay.
You made it.
Yeah, you made it. I didn't make it. I didn't make it. You made it. So
Yeah.
I don't got to eat it.
Yeah. I mean, I think that I don't want to be too hard on the new generation because they was hard on us.
I know I'm not
You know what
being
I'm
too
saying?
hard.
No. I'm not saying you are. I'm not saying
It's
you
an
are.
observation.
Yeah, I'm not saying you are, but I do think that they have options that we didn't know existed. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, I don't feel like doing something today, so I'm not gonna do it. Like, I feel like when we grew up, like, it didn't matter what you felt, like your feelings
up and
weren't.
do it.
Yeah, you get up and do it, and there's positives to that, there's negatives to that, you know, and
Everything has a positive and negative to it.
yeah. And I, you know, I feel for the, you know, you parents out here with these phones and stuff being so instantly available, you know, and so instantly learned, you know what I'm saying? Like they find out you can hijack a Honda with a USB, and then now, and an hour later, 1 million people know it. Now they're trying to do, you know, it's way different now.
Yeah, it is.
Like being able to train your child to be able to decipher like real from fake and positive from negative that's online when everything's shown as a positive, you know, that's going to be tough, you know. And some of that is materialism, you know. You see these people with all this stuff, and you don't even know how they got it. It just looks like it.
Right.
It looks like they're doing great. And for real, they don't
grass the green on the other side.
And for real, they clean this person's condo, and you think they live in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They showing all these pictures and the nice view, and then you find out, oh, they
and the owner pop up in the video like, get back to work.
Yeah,
like, I was supposed to see that.
Yeah, exactly. They cutting all that out. You know, you don't get to see that. You see only the positives. So I can see kids now expecting, these people are living like this, then I'm supposed to live like that. So now I'm poor, or I don't have all these things.
Or they assume they're poor, and they're not really not.
You're really not. You're really not. And that's the thing. If you're American, you're probably, if you think of the world, you're not poor at all. But there are people who's poor in America, so I'm not like that. But yeah, exactly. You're feeling bad about yourself because you're comparing yourself to 1% of the world. You know what I'm saying? 1% of America, which is even crazier than 1% of the world. So,
and these are people that sometimes they got food, car,
exactly. You got your phone. You have a cell phone that you're watching your TikToks.
They live in a decent neighborhood.
Yeah, absolutely.
They got a roof over their head. They got Netflix, and they're still like they feel insufficient because like you're trying to make yourself happy with just material, when it's like that's not the end all be all.
No, and it's tough because every time you turn it on, you see. Every time you turn your phone on, you're seeing that type of stuff.